and toxic. Those are just some of the words that Jake Wagner's ex-wife used to describe her time living with the Wagner family. Jake's brother George is accused of helping his family kill 8 members of another family in 2016 in Pike County. WCPO 9 News reporter Courtney Francisco is live in Waverly tonight. Courtney, today's testimony was intentional.
That's right, Tanya. If I were to try to capture the essence of this last witness that jurors heard from, I'd say soft-spoken, but with powerful words. She was sharp, calm, collected, as she described a toxic family dynamic that prosecutors argue would have made it impossible for George to not know about or be involved in plans to kill the rodents. Now, when Elizabeth Armour walked in, George kept her eyes on her the whole time. At one point, George and one of his attorneys laughed at some of her testimony. On the stand, she explained she spent some of her childhood in a Mennonite community, sheltered, was perhaps meek, easily imposed on in 2018 when she met the Wagners at church in Alaska. She began dating Jake, George's brother, with a pastor assuring the congregation it was okay to welcome them despite murder accusations against them. 10 months later, she was married to Jake, living with him, George, their mother, and children in one home. She noted the family was constantly shouting and fighting. The Wagners held family meetings, went everywhere together, made group decisions, talked about how they would answer investigators' questions, which would point to the conspiracy charge against George. She said the mother began accusing her of food poisoning the children, accused her of touching Jake's daughter inappropriately. That's when she said they threatened to kill her.
I was very shocked, and I remember Jake questioning me very sternly, like, did you do this? And he laid it out very clearly to me that if I had done it, that that the right thing to do would be to create Lucille, the baseball bat from The Walking Dead, and string me up in the barn, beat me to death with the baseball bat, bulldoze the barn, burn it down, and hunt down and kill my family, and that if he didn't do it, his mom would do it. If his mom didn't do it, his dad would do it, or George would do it, or Billy.
She told the defense attorney at that point she began to understand that this marriage is not going to work. So she had her father help her get out. She said the Wagners terrify her. And the defense tried to discredit her memory, noting a 2020 brain injury, and tried to say she looked happy in photos. She was strong and certain and held her ground up there, and she even took some jabs at the Wagners throughout the day, pointing to their failed attempt to move to Missouri, saying Jake was uneducated about his professed religion, was not intellectually curious, and she said Angela did not have a high opinion of people who read books. Reporting live in Waverly, Courtney Francisco, WCPO 9 News.
All right, thank you very much. So we are streaming our coverage from that courtroom every day. You can follow along live on WCPO.com or on the WCPO 9 app. So check out